Polkadot is expected to edge down 1.5% by July 4, CoinCodex notes. First up, here's what the price is showing at this moment. Polkadot has advanced by 1.9% today and is currently hovering around $0.862. Now, let's hear today's analyst opinions. Coin price forecast says we might see an 86 cents by July 4, down roughly 0.2%. Polkadot might retreat to $0.853, according to 30 rates, a decrease near 0.9%. CoinLore points out it could test the $0.851 level lower, a downward move of 1.2%. A separate outlook from CoinCodex indicates Polkadot could edge lower to $0.848, a fall close to 1.5%. Finally, CoinDataFlow forecasts a price near $0.825 by July 4, 4.2% beneath the current level. This is the top return forecast. That's the end of forecast views. Let's continue. Now that the forecasts are clear, let's dive into the numbers. Analysts' numbers point to a move between a decrease of 4.2% and a decline of 0.2%. After comparing all five, CoinDataFlow leads with 4.2% upward change in value by July 4. So it turns out you could earn between $2 and $42 for every $1,000 you invest. When it comes to the probability of success, CoinPrice forecast leads the way at 91.9%. From the full range of forecasts, I've drawn a unified consensus outlook. The consensus scenario puts Polkadot on course for about 1.6% decline. Let's break it down step by step. Consensus forecasts show the price falling by around 1.6%. With that change, your capital could likewise see an increase of 1.6%. A $1,000 investment could illustrate a profit of about $16 in this case. The consensus scenario holds a likelihood of about 85% of taking shape. Let's take a moment to explore the market direction for the next 3 days, based on analysts' views. A stable outlook is projected by CoinPrice forecast, suggesting no major drivers for movement. According to 30 rates, the next few days should meanwhile bring muted activity and flat performance. CoinLore expects the price to slump further. Likewise, CoinCodex expects Polkadot to fall. Additionally, CoinDataFlow highlights building pressure to the downside. The consensus view outlines Polkadot on a declining track over the next 3 days. Therefore, 100% of the views point toward Polkadot weakening. All in all, most analysts are leaning bearish on Polkadot in this horizon. 2 days ago, 5 forecasts were published. Now it's time for some fact-checking. As a result, the day's closing figure was $0.841. The final price showed that just a single forecast was accurate about the trend. The nearest result to reality came from CoinPrice forecast. Let's move on to the breakdown. Yesterday's span included 2 predictions. Speaking of ROI, part of the group achieved positive results, and CoinPrice forecast had the highest return at 0.7%. Here's the daily summary, how each analyst's forecast performed in real numbers. 30 rates posted $0.023 accuracy, 84.2% forecast probability, and minus 0.8% ROI. Take a closer look and notice whose forecast stayed closest to the actual move. Now let's check how the projected returns for tomorrow line up between Polkadot and a few alternatives. At the top of the performance list is Polkadot, with a forecasted profit of 1.6%. Here Polkadot is compared with 4 randomly selected cryptocurrencies. A broader comparison with many more is already ready on my website. If you want to keep up with forecasts the easy way, give this video a like and subscribe for more. See you next time.